Hello everybody and welcome to Throttle Up Aviation. Today we're going to be continuing our coverage on the Warrior 2, or the Cherokee Warrior 2, or Piper dash 28-161, whatever you want to call it. All of those are the correct name. This airplane is made by Just Flight. If you haven't watched our review on it, it'd be great if you did that. We're going to put it in a little card on the top right hand corner. But in this tutorial we won't be covering emergency procedures. We won't be covering pre-flight checks besides checking how much fuel we have in each tank. There are a few things missing, in my opinion, on the POH checklist, which is what I have in my hand right now. I'll link the POH down in the description, along with this airplane. So if you see me add any more steps or anything like that, it's because this is what I've personally done in real life, and nothing ended up going bad there, so I'm just gonna keep that up. So first, it's the before starting engine checklist. We'll make sure our parking brake is set, our chocks and tie downs are removed, all the doors are closed. Alright, we'll turn our battery on just to see how much fuel we have in each tank. And it seems like the right tank is more filled up, so we'll switch to the right tank now. Next, we will prime the engine 3 times. Alright, there's that. Make sure our avionics are off, which they are. All our lights are off, all our switches are off. Next, we will get the plane started. So next, we'll turn on the battery. That should fire up. We'll turn on the electric fuel pump and the anti-collision light. We'll do mixture full rich. Throttle open about 1/4 of an inch. We'll make sure our area is clear, and if you want, you can even annoy the people in your house by saying clear, and then you could start the engine. Alright, fired up nicely. Actually, for the warm-up of the engine, we'll keep it from 800 to 1200 RPM. Now we'll turn our alternator on and our avionics on. And yes, the avionics switch is on the other side of the co-pilot yoke. I had a tad amount of trouble finding that before, so I thought I should say it. We'll just alright, and since we're already here and holding short of this grass runway, we'll skip the taxi checklist. But the taxi checklist consists of making sure your chocks are removed, your taxi area is clear, apply your power slowly, brakes, you would want to check them while you're taxiing, and steering, check that as well. But we're just going to go straight to the run-up now. We'll turn the fuel pump off for the run-up. So make sure mixture is full rich and your throttle is going to go to 2000 RPM. We're at 2000 RPM. We'll go ahead and go to the left mag. We want to drop a maximum of 175, but we only got a drop of about, I'd say 80, so back to both. Alright, back to the right mag. We get a drop of about 80 once again, back to both. We'll check the oil temp, fuel pressure, and oil pressure, all of which look good. Next, we'll check the suction, which is very difficult to see with that EFB, but we do seem to be at about 5, which is where you want to be. Okay. That's it for being at 2000. Go back down to 1000 RPM. Next, we're going to check our control surfaces. So that one goes up, that one goes down, go to the right, that one goes down, that one goes up. And if we just want to go to the outside view, up, down, and left, then right. Alright, next we'll do the before takeoff checklist, as we are already holding short of the runway. Our master switch is on, our flight instruments have been checked, our fuel selector is on the right tank. Electric fuel pump, we'll turn it on. Carburetor heat is off. Mixture is set to full. Primer is locked. Flaps set. We'll do flaps 1 for this takeoff just because it's a grass runway. Trim tab is good. Controls are free and correct. Doors are latched and air conditioner is off. Now for takeoff, we'll turn our landing light on. That's the fuel pump. Landing light on. We don't talk about it. Alright, now we'll just go ahead and get on the runway. Don't. Oh, there's. Don't worry about the floating caravan over there. It's fine. Everything's fine. But if you want the scenery, it is the Jasper scenery. I did not make it. It can be found on flightsim.to. It's completely free. Now we'll go ahead and line up with the runway. All right. Full throttle. Final check. And release brakes. Yeah, that was a big pause. Sorry about that. All right. We got 40 knots. Airspeed's alive. 50. We're going to rotate at 55 because we have flaps. And we're off. Alright, flaps up. Alright, we'll turn the fuel pump off now. We'll turn the landing light off. We're just gonna go for a little bit of a flight now. Just around some mountains. It'll be quite fun. Actually, you know what? I'm not sure I have real world weather on. That's my bad, guys. I'll turn it on though, just because I want to see what it is. If it'll pop up. Does it feel like popping up today? Okay. But our best rate of climb speed is actually 79 knots. Our best angle of climb is 63 knots. And our, just for future reference, never exceed speed is 160. That's shown in the pilot's operating handbook and on the airspeed indicator. So believe it or not, during the climb, even if you were to start to slow down, you don't lean out your mixture at all. At least in this airplane, I've never done that. Beautiful scenery in Jasper. I could not ask for anything better. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, we'll turn back around now, head back to Jasper. During our descent, our throttle's to be at 2500 RPM, so full throttle again. Airspeed at about 126, mixture is full rich. And our airspeed is supposed to be at about 126 knots, but in this airplane, getting to 126 knots is very difficult to start. But during our descent, we're just gonna throttle back our throttle to about 24 to 2300. Mixture is gonna be full rich, and we're gonna head back to Jasper. I normally shoot for around 110 to 100 during 100 knots to 110 knots during descent, during VSET. That's normally what I like to shoot for, just because it's what I would do in the real airplane. Let's see, where's Jasper? Oh, there it is. All right, we just gotta follow this river. Ah, there's the runway. Perfect. I couldn't see it because the mountain was in the way. Alright, we're on final now. We will look at the approach checklist. Fuel selector is on the proper tank. Seat backs are up. Belt harness is fastened. Electric fuel pump on. Mixture full rich. Flaps. We'll do 1 notch of flaps. Got a bit of wind from the northwest going to the northeast. Or from the southwest going to the northeast. So we will go ahead and do one of these. Crabbing. Crabbing, that's what it's called. We'll turn our landing light on. Ah, no, our landing light on as well. I'm a tad high, so I'll do flaps 2, decrease my speed a little bit, and descend a little bit more. A little too much rudder there. Alright, flaps full, or full 40 degrees, that is. Go ahead and decrease speed to about 63 knots, which is the approach speed. With full flaps. It is less without full flaps, which makes sense, but... Alright. Okay. Alright, throttle idle. Leveled off. Leveled up, level up. Alright, that's touchdown. Alright, we're down. Alright. Alright, froze for a little bit there. Alright, we'll do flaps up, fuel pump off, landing light off. And we'll taxi back to the parking area. Alright, we have returned to the parking area. Oh, don't ask me why there's an A5. Alright, so we'll set our parking brake for the engine shutdown checklist. Set our parking brake, our flaps are already retracted. Our electric fuel pump is already off. Air conditioner, we never turned it on. Radios, we'll turn those off. Throttle full aft, as in, idle. Mixture, idle cutoff, and Microsoft Flight Sim fashion. A screen should appear. I really hope it does, or else I'm stuck. Hey, there we go. Okay. Alright, so idle cutoff. Once the engine shuts down and stops spinning, we'll turn our magnetos to the off position, or starter to the off position. And we'll turn our alternator and master switch off. Parking brake is set. We'll open the doors now, and we'll set the chocks and tie downs. Or not the chocks. Oh yeah, the chocks and tie downs. And yeah, that really covers the Warrior 2 tutorial. If you guys want me to cover the emergency procedures or short field, anything like that, just put it down in the comments. I will also have the pilot's operating handbook down there in the description so that you guys can look at the emergency procedures and the fuel planning stuff for this airplane. And just the normal checklist if you guys want it. I'm also going to put the airplane down in the description. I hope you all liked it. If you did, hit the like button. It helps us out quite a lot. If you want to see more like it, go check out our channel. After you do, hit the subscribe button. After that, I really hope you guys enjoyed. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.